right, so here he is with much fanfare, the #1 lightweight contender, challenging for UFC gold here tonight. Hay is in the barn. He feels like he has put in all the requisite work to realize the dream.
He's been working so hard. When you watch the videos, you can see a guy that will not accept anything less than being super prepared for the biggest opportunity of his career. He has worked diligently. He has trained hard. He has brought in training partners. He's done everything. Now it's all about going out there and executing. He said he feels he's ready to do that and become the UFC champion.
But it must be stated, in this division with all of the contenders, oftentimes you only get one crack. We'll see what he can do with it. Islam Makhachev, ready to battle and take home that elusive UFC gold. So all eyes are on Khabib Nurmagomedov. Daniel, as your former teammate makes his return to competition here tonight, a lot of us felt like this moment would not materialize. He's chasing 30-0 now.
He's chasing 30-0. I mean, he's one of the only guys to get out of this thing clean. Nobody goes undefeated unless your name is Khabib Nurmagomedov. The guy has fought the best. He is a guy that lets you know what his intentions are, and he goes out there and he works the game plan. He's gonna get in your face. He's gonna try to overwhelm you with his wrestling. And you look at his boy Hasbulla in the corner. Khabib Nurmagomedov looking for a big night.
The Dagestani social media legend Hasbulla Magomedov in the corner of Khabib Nurmagomedov tonight. Khabib Nurmagomedov, one of the most beloved fighters in all of MMA, and yet again back on the proving ground tonight. Our tale of the tape now for this lightweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Islam Makhachev. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Lightweight Champion of the World, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
Well, follow this under a matchup you thought you would never see. Your former AKA teammates, Islam Makhachev and Khabib Nurmagomedov. It's a fascinating matchup, and tonight we will finally find out which of these two men is really better in mixed martial arts.
You know, the fact that people talk about it so much tells you how good and interesting a matchup it is. You have Islam Makhachev, who is a better striker than Khabib Nurmagomedov, but then you have Khabib, who is just an absolute dog. He's gonna...
Makhachev's trying for a submission here. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Oh, that's how you do it. Postures up and lands to the head. All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Makhachev's able to flatten him out. This could very well be the beginning of the end. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Right into side control.
Big ground and pound.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Islam Makhachev. All right, looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it. Great submission defense on display tonight.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it. Knee on the belly.
Moving his head pretty well defensively on the ground here.
Good. You're doing fine. Stay relaxed. Breathe.
Just over 3 minutes now to go. Makhachev's back in full mount.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Oh, he just continues to attack that cut around the eye. Gotta think his vision's compromised now.
As he should, right? He sees the blood pouring into his opponent's eyes. His opponent now is squinting, trying to maintain his line of sight. He has got to continue to go at that cut right now.
Posture's up now. That's a vicious head strike. How'd he take it?
He's going after that cut over and over again, and every time he lands, the cut gets worse.
Take your time, relax, breathe.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Islam Makhachev. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's gonna stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position. Gets in close and gets that single collar tie locked in tight. He's going guillotine.
Oh, countering, it looks like with a Von Flue choke, or maybe we should call it the OSP now, but trying to get out of the guillotine. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Well, pick your poison when it comes to fighting Islam Makhachev, and he has really showcased his grappling in this matchup tonight.
Yeah, John, you know, this guy will let you know what he's doing. Islam Makhachev wants to take you down. It's up to you to stop it. The opponent has not been able to do that, and we see Islam dominating again, as we have seen so many times before.
Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly.
Oh, in the mouth.
Final seconds of the round. Postures up and delivers a massive ground and pound punch to the head. Round 2 is next. All right, there's the horn signifying the end of the round, and he heads back to the stool, and hopefully he can stay in this fight because that is a severe cut that he's dealing with right now. All right, so as the cut man gets to work, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round.
Well, he's got some work to do. The cut man's gonna have to work a miracle because this guy was on the receiving end of some real damaging shots. And if he doesn't do something different defensively, it's going to get worse. And if it gets worse, the fight may be stopped.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round 2 here. Nice jab by Islam Makhachev.
Beautiful job getting those hands up.
Oh, it's a nice strike there by Nurmagomedov.
Yeah, Khabib Nurmagomedov is not only a wrestler, he's a full-on mixed martial artist now, and it showed in that exchange.
Single leg takedown attempt here, and did that that gets you out of your seat? Beautifully done by him there.
Oh, man, I jump up and down. Am I watching the Olympics or a mixed martial arts fight? You don't see single legs this good unless you're watching a real high-level wrestler.
Relentless pressure from the top by Nurmagomedov.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep. Side control, he's pretty safe there.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see who transitions first. Oh, nice shot landed from the bottom.
Oh, he puts his knee on belly.
Well, good dexterity and movement here on the ground to avoid any further damage, courtesy of that ground and pound. Nice job off of his back by Islam Makhachev. All right, well, that blow is buffeting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with a super high fight IQ. So when you give him that blood, that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving so you're not taking too much damage to that cut.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other, DC.
Yeah, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight. But we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys.
Constantly a moving target. What a fight, what a display of physical and mental toughness on both sides. I'm not sure who's more injured, but they're both hurt for sure.
Yeah, John, they're both beat up. But I think that is the key. The mental is what's going to allow you to get your hand raised in this fight. This will not be easy. You're going to have to go to some dark places whenever you're in front of a guy that is as good as you in every aspect of fight. Oh, boy, look at that gash.
Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Nurmagomedov.
Beautiful ground strike landed.
Another ground and pound strike gets home. Nurmagomedov's in half guard. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard. Great defense by this fighter.
Oh, when you get in a bad spot on the ground and you want to reverse it, that
Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of this position. There it is. Now he's going to mount. Oh, good defense. Yes.
Let's work. I'm gonna stand you up. You need to work.
Now he's got a good body position. Yup.
well, shades of Anthony Showtime Pettis against Tony Ferguson, just masked in blood. This is not looking good.
Yeah, it was like all Ferguson fighters, right? He would just destroy people. And that's exactly what he looks like right now. He looks like he has been on the receiving end of all the elbows thrown by Tony Ferguson. His cut is really bad.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up. Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Another ground and pound strike lands. Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by Islam Makhachev. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Nurmagomedov getting peppered here from the top. He's got to figure out a way to cover up. Final seconds here. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. All right, round three coming up next.
Hey, stop.
So these are the type of fights that end up in the UFC Hall of Fame. Hard to pick a winner, heart, cardio, skill. This fight is what this sport's all about.
It's the best. It really does speak to what fighting is. When you see guys just lay it out on the line. And honestly, watching this fight, I don't care who won. I don't care who won the fight. I know that anyone that's watched these two will have a bigger respect for them after this fight is done.
All right, let us get you some replays from the damage in that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the shot that opened the cut.
I mean, just some big shots landed over the course of that round. And he wasn't responsible defensively. He was trying to tough out way too many situations. You can't do that when you're fighting a guy like this. If he doesn't change something, he's gonna find himself in trouble.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Well, an appreciative connection like that. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety birds over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs. Huge shots landing on both sides.
Mixed martial arts, folks, this is absolutely crazy. Both fighters dealing with critical damage and cuts. There's blood everywhere.
Fans, stand up and give applause to these two men who are laying it all out on the line in the Octagon tonight. Both dealing with cuts, both critical, but both unwilling to take a step back for your entertainment.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or a big ground and pound.
Makhachev's looking to pass here, denied by the opponent.
Always offensive. Lands a shot from the box.
The ground strikes starting to pile up. And the referee brings the fight back to its feet. No surprise there. Needed to see more action. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection. And these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Makhachev's pass is denied. Oh, he's got his back. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
It's getting really hard to watch him absorb shots on that eye. I wonder if the referee's thinking about calling in the doctor now.
Well, John, the entirety of the fight, that has been the target of his opponent. He has not adjusted defensively, and now he's paying for it. Now, somebody's gonna have to save him.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Islam Makhachev.
This work, I'll stand this up. You need to work.
He's got to start throwing now.
Just over 2 minutes to go in the round. Oh, another ground strike gets through. Makhachev's going for the sub here.
Oh, it's getting tight.
Oh, this could be the end of the fight.
Looks like the fight is over, guys. It's done.
Oh, submission defense. He gets out.
I mean, the calmness in that moment. It looked like the fight was over. He was able to clear his head, put the guy into the mount. Not a great position, but much better than getting his arm snapped in half from an armbar. Yep, gotta be very careful there.
Nurmagomedov's in half guard. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his elbow.
And now, I think he's looking for a submission. He's gonna start to chase the arm triangle.
Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep.
Oh, favoring position over submission.
Very smart decision. You never want to value the submission over keeping dominant position.
All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds.
Take a seat, buddy.
Well, if you like blood, and I do, this is the fight for you. Both guys handing out facials. Hardly recognizable compared to the fighters that walked out here just recently.
Yeah, for sure. They don't even look like the same guys. They told us time and time again that this would be a fun fight. This is an evenly matched fight, and both of them would look to finish. That is exactly what they are doing.
All right, let us re-rack some replays of the damage done in that round, see if we can isolate the strike that caused the cut.
Yeah, a nasty cut opens up when he lands there. It's a beautiful shot that gets to the target. He has not been responsible defensively, and he's really paying for it because now he's dealing with that nasty cut.
You ready to fight? You ready?
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our 4th round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you gotta change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight, so you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that you're ready to go that extra 10 minutes.
All right, so another good series of knees by him there, DC. That has been his weapon of choice tonight.
Weapon of choice because his opponent has not figured out where the knees are coming, high or low. Every time he throws them, they're landing.
Ooh, that Kimura looks tight. Wow, he's out. The fight's gonna continue.
Oh my goodness, I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over.
Let's go. Get him off you. Get him off.
Well, some might describe this as critical condition. That eye is absolutely mangled. I wouldn't be surprised to see us get a stoppage here soon.
Yeah, I mean, John, you look at his face. He's been beaten up for a very long time. I could see the doctor coming into the ring, looking at the cut and saying, I've seen enough.
I know you've got a huge appreciation for this.
Oh, I mean, this is high-level grappling by both of these guys.
Standing over his opponent here and making these strikes count. Beautiful sequence there by Nurmagomedov. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground.
I need you to scramble. Scramble. Keep moving those hips until you get your going back.
In the half guard.
Nurmagomedov's back in full mount. All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land from the top position.
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Oh, he is a bloody mess as another strike gets through right on that cut.
I need you to fight back.
Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through.
This is a terrible position.
All right, half guard form here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, get back in position, build posture again, throw big strikes, and just really wear him down with a really secure position in half guard.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in. Oh, and now he gives up on the submission.
Work. You need to work.
Oh, another shot gets through. Doctor might have to step in soon. Well, that was a high-level extended battle on the ground. Now, though, the athlete's back to... Yeah, it was only a matter of time. You see the referee pausing the action here. They're going to call in the doctor to look at this cut. Might be the beginning of the end here.
I mean, blood all over his face. He's been beat up, battered and bruised. He still wants to fight.
Yeah. And the doctor doesn't, he doesn't care about the fans, doesn't care about your feelings at home. That will do it. That cut calls an end to things, and ultimately it'll go into the books as a TKO doctor stoppage. Here once more, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
All right, so no surprise, Khabib Nurmagomedov gets it done in a big way yet again. He was at his grappling best tonight, and even when people seem to think they know what's coming, few men can stop it.
It's one thing to know what's coming at you. It's another thing to stop it. It's hard to stop the game of Khabib Nurmagomedov. Over and over, he attacks you and he fights with such a relentless pace. People tend to wilt under him. It's nice.